there is a lot of research going on looking at ketogenic diets, which are going to be low in carbs, related to other neurologic conditions, including Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, ALS, and some others. So I think we're going to find out that low carb is actually going to do a lot of good things. I co-wrote an article 2006 with an Alzheimer's researcher published in the Journal of Neurochemistry. It was a very complex article. He did all the complex stuff, I didn't. But it talked about type 3 diabetes, the high insulin levels, the effect of blood sugar in the brain and Alzheimer's, and how diet very much can influence that, and the positive effects from ketones in the brains of people with dementia. So there's still a whole lot we're going to uncover about how the brain works and how food is actually going to manipulate your brain, either in a positive or very negative way. And the mistake a lot of smokers make, I used to work with patients in the center to quit smoking, and of course the one thing, and having been a smoker myself, I kind of knew the pitfalls. And what we always did was put them on a very low carbohydrate diet, regardless of their weight. Because if you didn't, what they were going to do is go to their other addiction, and their people are going to wind up gaining, 20, 25, 30 pounds. Research has shown that people who quit smoking and don't change their eating only gain about 4 pounds, which is temporary, and then their metabolism straightens out, and that's it. So it's not usual that you should be gaining. You've actually changed your eating, yet I worked with someone who created a quitting smoking program before I ever met her. So when someone wanted a cigarette, they used to have them put a hard candy in their mouth. Well, I mean, you're just changing one addiction for another. And then you wind up with someone who's 25 pounds, 30 pounds overweight, and then they go back to smoking, so they hope they can lose the weight, which they don't. So now they have their sugar addiction and their nicotine addiction that they're dealing with.
2 years ago, I released this book, The Mouth Trap, The Butt Stops Here. And since then, I've been a year on a low-carb diet, and I've changed the book. I have a new edition. I don't have to tell you there's a problem with what we've been eating. It's everywhere. You can see the obesity. You hear all the time of people being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, chronic this and chronic that. And I've done a lot of research. I've attended lectures. For a year, I've just been studying this. The first book told you how to mind whatever diet you chose. And this book tells you how to mind a low-carb diet. And it helps you go through a whole year of changing your life. If you don't know anything about low-carb, this book will really help you. It'll help you mind the lifestyle. There's more and more evidence that carbohydrates are the culprit here. And mostly it's about sugar. We don't want to give up sugar, but I can make it so easy for you. And The Mouth Trap, The Butt Stops Here, the low-carb version, is going to help you do that. I hope my book can help a younger generation, because you don't need to wait till you're my age to change your life. And I feel cheated that I didn't know the truth, and now I know the truth, and it's in my book. When you read the book, you'll find out that I should weigh 288 pounds right now, but I've been on a low-carb diet for a year and 2 months, and I weigh 135. But if I followed calories in, calories out, I would weigh 288. One of the most exciting things for me is this book is available as a book. So you can get it as an e-book, an audio book, or a real book.